Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P0045 pertains to a malfunction within the Turbocharger Wastegate control actuator circuit of the Honda Civic, specifically produced between 2016 and 2021. The purpose of this actuator is to control the opening and closing of the wastegate within the turbocharger system. This wastegate is crucial for maintaining optimal turbo boost levels by limiting exhaust flow to the turbo when adequate boost is generated. The malfunction could lead to reduced engine performance, potential damage over time, or even complete engine failure if left unattended. The present diagnostic will help you perform a thorough troubleshooting process to identify the component causing issues. It's essential first to understand the system before diving into the technical steps. The DTC P0045 indicates a problem specifically within the turbocharger wastegate control actuator circuit. The turbocharger itself is a device that utilizes exhaust gas to increase engine power and efficiency. It works in conjunction with the wastegate, which controls how much of that exhaust gas flows through the turbine. If the wastegate control actuator circuit malfunctions, it could prevent the wastegate from opening or closing properly. This disrupts the desired pressure levels in the intake system managed by the PCM, which stands for Powertrain Control Module. The connectors involved can be located near the turbocharger assembly, and issues may arise due to poor connections or shorts in the wires. Understanding this setup is vital for effectively pinpointing the issue. There are several potential causes of the DTC P0045. Firstly, a short in the WGMTR1 plus wire, which supplies positive voltage to the actuator, can lead to erroneous readings. Similarly, a short in the WGMTR2 minus wire, responsible for the ground connection, can result in circuit malfunctions. Additionally, an open circuit in either the WGMTR1 plus or WGMTR2 minus line would also trigger this code, indicating an interruption in power flow. Lastly, there might be internal circuit issues within the wastegate control actuator itself, which would necessitate replacement of the actuator. Understanding these causes is essential for effective troubleshooting and repair. When experiencing the DTC P0045, several symptoms may emerge. The most noticeable would be a reduction in overall engine performance, as the turbocharger is not functioning as intended. This can lead to unresponsiveness during acceleration or difficulty maintaining speed. Drivers might also notice that the check engine light illuminates, providing a visual cue that there's an issue with the management of the vehicle's engine system. Furthermore, the presence of the DTC P0045 in the diagnostic system would confirm that there is a problem specifically with the wastegate control actuator circuit. Being alert to these symptoms can expedite the troubleshooting process. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0045 involves verifying the problem within the system. Begin by placing the vehicle in the on mode without starting the engine. Next, use the HDS, which stands for Honda Diagnostics System, to clear the existing DTCs. Following this, start the vehicle and maintain the engine speed at approximately 3,000 RPM without any load. This could mean placing the continuously variable transmission in park or neutral. If it's a manual transmission, continue to hold this engine speed until the radiator fan activates, indicating that the engine has reached an operational temperature. After this, let the engine idle and check the HDS again for any pending or confirmed DTCs. If the DTC P0045 is still present, you move into further troubleshooting. The second step focuses on conducting a shorted wire check specifically for the WGMTR1 plus line. Ensure to turn the vehicle to the off lock mode before beginning this process. It's crucial to jump the SCS line using the HDS and allow more than 1 minute for the system to stabilize. Carefully disconnect the Turbocharger 5P connector and the PCM connector E, which contains 80 terminals. With the vehicle off, check for continuity between test points. The female terminal number 5 of the Turbocharger 5P connector and body ground. If continuity exists, it indicates a short in the WG-MTR1 plus wire between the PCM and the turbocharger, and you'll need to address this issue immediately. If no continuity is found, it indicates that the wiring is intact, prompting you to proceed to the next troubleshooting step. In Step 3, you will perform a similar shorted wire check, but this time for the WGN-TR2- line. Begin with the vehicle in the off, lock mode. Disconnect again the Turbocharger 5P connector and the PCM connector E to ensure safety during testing. Next, measure continuity between test points. The female terminal number 1 at the Turbocharger 5P connector and body ground. If there is continuity, it suggests a short in the WGM-TR2- wire between the PCM and the turbocharger, requiring immediate repair to resolve the DTC P0045 issue. If there is no continuity, it confirms the wiring is intact, allowing progress to the next troubleshooting step. Step 4 focuses on checking for an open wire in the WG-MTR1 line. Ensure that the vehicle remains in the off, lock mode with all necessary connectors disconnected. Now you will test continuity using specific points. The female terminal number 5 of the Turbocharger 5P connector and terminal number 26 on the PCM connector E. A lack of continuity would imply an open circuit in the WG-MTR1 wire between the PCM and the turbocharger. If such a fault is found, repair it to restore proper function. Conversely, if continuity is confirmed, it indicates that the wiring is intact, allowing you to move forward to the next step, confirming that the issue is not indeed a wiring fault. The fifth step in the troubleshooting process involves checking the WG-MTR2 line for any open circuits. As always, ensure the vehicle is turned off and all necessary connectors are disconnected. You will check continuity between two test points, the female terminal number 1 of the Turbocharger 5P connector and terminal number 25 on the PCM connector E. If continuity does not exist, it indicates a break in the WG-MTR2 line, circuit between the PCM and the turbocharger, leading to the DTC P0045. In this case, repairs should be made to restore continuity. However, if continuity is confirmed, this suggests that the wire is functioning correctly, prompting you to continue to the following troubleshooting step. In the sixth troubleshooting step, you will check for any shorts between the WG-MTR1 and the WG-MTR2- lines. Again, ensure that the vehicle is off and that the relevant connectors are disconnected. The objective here is to check continuity between the female terminal number 1 and female terminal number 5 of the Turbocharger 5P connector. Finding continuity at this stage indicates a short within the wires connecting to the PCM and the turbocharger. In this scenario, repairs will be necessary to fix any shorts identified. However, if no continuity is found, you should proceed to the next step, as this suggests that no short exists between these two critical lines. Step 7 requires you to examine the internal circuit of the Turbocharger Wastegate control actuator itself. This step demands careful attention, as you'll be measuring resistance at the turbocharger side. With the vehicle in the off mode and the necessary connectors disconnected, measure the resistance between the male terminal number 1 and number 5 at the Turbocharger 5P connector. you are looking for a resistance value between 1.2 ohms and 1.0 kiloohms. If the resistance falls outside this range, the internal circuitry may be faulty, necessitating the replacement of the turbocharger to resolve DTC P0045. If the measurement is within specification, you can rule out the turbocharger as the source of the issue and proceed to the final troubleshooting step. The final troubleshooting step focuses on examining the turbocharger wastegate control actuator for any short to ground. Ensuring the vehicle is off and that both the PCM connector E and turbocharger 5P connector are disconnected, you will be checking continuity from the male terminal number 1 and number 5 of the turbocharger connector to the body ground. If continuity is found, it indicates a short circuit, and you will need to replace the turbocharger to resolve the issues related to DTC P0045. If no continuity exists, then the control actuator's internal circuit is likely functioning correctly. In this case, you should check for any relevant service information related to DTCs, or consider substituting a known good PCM, rechecking for DTCs after the substitution. After completing the troubleshooting and repair steps for DTC P0045, final repair verification is crucial for ensuring the issue has been resolved. Begin by clearing any remaining DTCs using the HDS. Then take the vehicle for a test drive under conditions that previously triggered the code to ensure the issue no longer recurs. During the test drive, monitor engine performance closely for any signs of reduced power or erratic turbo behavior. If the vehicle functions correctly and no DTCs reappear, you can confidently conclude that the repair was successful. However, if symptoms persist, further investigation may be warranted to identify the underlying cause. Preventive maintenance is invaluable to minimize the risk of encountering DTC P0045 in the future. Regular inspections of the wiring associated with the turbocharger wastegate control actuator can help identify potential issues before they escalate. Inspect all connectors for signs of corrosion, dirt, or damage that may hinder proper electrical performance. Additionally, maintaining a clean turbocharger system is essential. Any buildup may impair the function of the wastegate and other components. Scheduling periodic service checks will not only enhance the longevity of the turbocharger, but also ensure overall engine health and performance. Taking preventive measures can save considerable repair costs down the line. In conclusion, DTC P0045 highlights an important malfunction within the turbocharger wastegate control actuator circuit. Understanding the nature of this DTC and effectively following the outlined troubleshooting steps plays a significant role in resolving issues and preventing future problems. By verifying connectivity and checking the condition of critical wires and components, technicians can ensure efficient system operation. Furthermore, implementing preventive maintenance strategies is essential for the longevity of both the turbocharger and the vehicle as a whole. Staying alert to potential symptoms and actively seeking solutions will enhance performance and reliability, ensuring a smoother driving experience for Honda Civic owners. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.